Good Erev Shabbos and a very happy Lag BaOmer. Today is not Friday. Of course, today is Erev Shabbos and we're turning our Friday into Erev Shabbos together. I want to thank our generous sponsors, Mendy and Tzipora Fishman, who sponsored the series as a schos for Chai Rivka Bas Tzipora Friedel and in memory of Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs, Rav Yaakov Tzvi Ben David Aryeh. This week, Parshas Emor will read the Parshas HaMoados. We're going to read the story of the many holidays. And one of my mentors, one of my dear friends and teachers, Rabbi Simcha Friedman, used to love to say to his children, to others, what's the next Jewish holiday? What's the next Jewish holiday? So if you're watching this, likely you would say Shavuos, but he'd say wrong. Eilehei Mikra Kodesh. These are the holidays, and then the Torah in our parsha begins with Shabbos. Shabbos is a holiday. It's a holiday. It's not a concession. It's not something we have to observe. It's not a burden. Shabbos is a yontif. It's a holiday. It's a moed. It's an appointed time, a rendezvous point to connect to Hashem and to the people around us. And we have to lean in and embrace it and love it and count not down to it, count up to it. Maybe that's why the Torah tells us, Shesha Shamim Te'aseh Malacha. For 6 days do your work. The seventh day is Shabbos. Why does the Torah have to introduce it? 6 days do work and then tell us the seventh day of Shabbos? If Shabbos is the Makor Bracha, if Shabbos is the source of blessing in our life, Shabbos is purpose and meaning and happiness and joy. Shabbos we disconnect to connect to what matters. Start with Shabbos and then tell me 6 days of the week I work. Rav Druk in his Lavoseish, I mentioned this in the Parsha class, explains that when communicating, when educating, when inspiring others, particularly children, you don't start with a rule of a list of things you can't do. Don't do, can't do, off limits, out of bounds. Don't start with the Shabbos, the 39 categories of creative labor, not allowed, can't do. Start with 6 days of the week, go conquer, go experience the world. 6 days of the week, you engage the world, engage nature. Then the seventh, now we get to our 39 categories of creative labor. Now we get to our list of things that you can't do. So first the Torah tells us 6 days, here's all the do. And then Yom HaShvi, then we'll give you the list of the things that you can't do. Others explain, Torah here is communicating, Rav Moshe writes, that malacha, work, is not a concession. It's not that we work because we have to, we work because we are adding value. We're shaping and molding the world. We're repairing and redeeming reality. We are making the world in Hashem's image. And so it's not seventh day rest. And then if you have to, if you need to, go work for 6 days. 6 days, the work that we do, it matters. It means something. It has value. It has meaning. We're contributing. We're participating. And then seventh day is Shabbos. But the other reason is because we're not counting down. We're counting up. Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni, Yom Shlishi. We don't start with 6 days left till Shabbos, 5 days left till Shabbos. Similar to what the Sefer HaChinuch says also about Sfiras HaOmer in our Parsha. Sfiras HaOmer, we're going to stand on the mountain together and receive the Torah. We don't count down. Normally, the end of school is coming. How many days left? We're finished with finals. We're almost done with work, going on vacation. So normally you count down to something. And yet, when it comes to standing at the base of that mountain, when it comes to Har Sinai, when it comes to Shavuos, Kabbalah SaTorah, we count up. We're adding numbers, says the Sefer HaChinuch, because normally when you count down, you're looking to find relief, to be done, to be finished, to put something behind you. Done with school, done with work, done with finals. Here we're counting up because we're not counting away, we're counting towards. We're adding, we're increasing, we're growing, we're elevating, we're building, we're progressing. We're doing so much more. So similarly, Yom Rishon l'Shabbos, Sheni l'Shabbos, Shlishi l'Shabbos. We don't say 5 days left, 4 days left, 3 days left. We say today's day 1, day 2, day 3. We're making our days mean something by climbing in them through all the way up to get to Shabbos. It's not that Shabbos we rest and relax so we can go back to work. We work all those 6 days so that we can have Shabbos. Shabbos is tachlis l'maisa berishos. Shabbos is the purpose, the mission, the goal. Shabbos is the reason we do everything that we do. It's the tachlis. It is the essence. So it's introduced with Shesh Shamim Te'asa Melacha. And then the Torah tells us, our same Parsha Emor, Shabbos hi Lashem b'chol moshoseichem. It should be Shabbos in all of your dwelling places. It should be Shabbos wherever you go. The Chidush Harim quotes that the Rebbe Rabbunim Pshischa, he said, Chaviv alav mitzvah sukkah yosem mikol mitzvos. To Rabbunim Pshischa, the holiest, the most beloved mitzvah that he had the greatest affection for was sukkah. Why? Ki nichnas bala socha mitzvah im kol evarav afilu im min alav. Because a person enters the sukkah, you enter the mitzvah with all of your being, with all of your essence, with all of yourself, even with your shoes. Said the Chidush Harim, that's beautiful, Rabbanim Pshischa. Sukkah is beautiful, you enter with your whole thing. Problem is, you're only in the sukkah while you're in the sukkah. And if you take a step out of the sukkah, you're no longer in the sukkah. Said the Chidush Harim, Ani chavav alai mitzvah Shabbos biyoser. I love Shabbos even more. Why? Kol heichan shehu eine yotze meha mitzvah. Because unlike the sukkah that you step out of, so Shabbos hi Lashem b'chol mashvos. Wherever you are, it's Shabbos. When you enter Shabbos tonight, when the sun goes down, when you enter Shabbos, you're in Shabbos wherever you are. Some people listening or watching are unfortunately not where they want to be. People in a hospital, or people in a rehabilitation home. There are people who are on a business trip and couldn't make it back. There are people who are not where they want to be. But unlike the sukkah, a person, first of all, a Jew is always where they're meant to be. Embrace your place. But more than that, b'chol moshvosechem, Shabbos is wherever we are. In a hotel, in a hospital, wherever we find ourselves, we can transform and elevate. We can bring the energy and the atmosphere of Shabbos. Shabbos hi Lashem b'chol moshvosechem. And when we do, I want to teach you an incredible teaching quoted in the Tamei HaMinhagim. On Friday night, we don't say goodnight. People finish eating at your home, you're saying goodbye in shul, you don't say have a good night. Good night. What do you say? Good Shabbos. So ordinarily you say good night. Why on Friday night do you only say good Shabbos? You don't say good night. Says the Tamei HaMinhagim, Shabbos ein laila klal ki kulo or. Shabbos, there is no night. From when the sun sets on Friday until Motzei Shabbos, the 25 hour period of Shabbos, it's kula or. It's all light. If you're lit up, if you bring light into Shabbos, then Shabbos hi Lashem b'chol moshvosechem. Vayera vayboker doesn't say when it comes to Shabbos. Shabbalel Shabbos me'ira yosem me'ashavua. Friday night, it is more illuminated, it's more lit up, it is lighter than all the rest of the week. And that's why we have a zemer of Shabbos, Baruch Hashem Yom Yom. Yom shekulo Yom v'lo laila. Shabbos is a day that there's no night. Normally there's night, there's day. There are parts of the world in the summer that the sun barely sets, maybe if not at all, when Shabbos ends, or what a fast day looks like. Well, even if you're not in Iceland or Greenland, even if you're not in that part of the world where the sun never sets, for a Yid, winter or summer, no matter what season, Shabbos, the light never goes out. There is no night. Yom Yom. Baruch Hashem Yom Yom. On Shabbos, it is a day that's all Yom without Laila. It's Shabbos hi Lashem b'chol moshvosechem, that light is illuminating. So on Friday night, you don't say good night like we do the other times of the week. Good night, have a good night. You say good Shabbos because there is no night. Let's all have a beautiful Shabbos. Now music can be playing again, singing and dancing, singing our song. Let's get ready for a Shabbos by turning Friday into Erev Shabbos. Let there be light in all of our dwelling places, wherever we are, wherever we may find ourselves, to bring and to turn it into, to transform it to the light of Shabbos. Let's immerse ourselves. Unlike the sukkah, you step out. Shabbos is with us wherever we may find. Let's count up those 6 days of the week to the pinnacle, the tachlis, the essence, all that. Don't pass out on Shabbos. Don't neglect your family and yourself. Shabbos is not the time to pass out. Shabbos is the payday. It's what you've been working for. It's what you've been counting up to. It's what this is all about. It's the tachlis of Maaseh Bereshis. It should be a Shabbos that brings Yeshua's v'nechamas. The hostages should come home. Our soldiers should be safe. We should